my 5th time trying to record this in less than 5 minutes. So first things first is I've got the players, I got them to spawn their cards in. And the way that it is, I stopped trying to get the players to spawn the cards. The host server spawns everything, and then the players just register what's in front of them, which is great because then I don't have to send anything over netcode. But I push the button, these spawn in. I know they're not turning to face the players yet. I'm working on that. I'm just glad that I got the decks to spawn, and the way I did it was with individual card prefabs instead of one prefab that changes its art. It ended up being much easier this way, and now everything spawns correctly, and it's great. It was a pain to get it set up though. I've got a lot of stuff in here now. The other thing I worked on is, and this is the detection thing. It just checks to see if it's a card in the deck and then adds it to the player's hand. And then when it leaves, it removes that card from the player's hand. And this one is all of the war rules. War is a fairly popular card game. I'm gonna assume you know how it's played. This, if you want to pause and look at all of the code, this is what's been eating up my time, is explaining the code. But this is what it all looks like. I'm still working on delivering the spoils, but yeah. And this code's got like something like 7 errors to it, just because it's halfway set up for netcode and it doesn't like being halfway set up. But I've got all the rules defined, so now then like I can't test the code because it's heavily dependent on netcode and I haven't got it quite there yet. But theoretically, war, I can run a game of war with this. So I just have to, well, and I have to set up the ending and check for if a player has all the cards. But I've got the war rules set up and I've got the cards dealing out, so now I just have to implement the war rules into the game. So it might not be like have all the art, but I feel like having the card art is good for now. I just have to get like the background and everything else set up. But yeah, that's what I've been up to.